Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. I can't do this until later on today because in the mornings, the pumpkin flowers bring in quite a few little bees. Once it's the afternoon, the flowers aren't open anymore usually, and the bees aren't everywhere. So I will show you the garden after the bees are all done enjoying the flowers because I really don't want to disturb them. They also scare me, the noise that they make, so I don't want to be out there with all the scary noises that they're making. And also it seems like I need to add some water to the tomato plants here in a second because they're being noisy. But yeah, I'm going to show you the garden today because I did move them yesterday, but also I just really want to show you how they're doing. The tomato plants actually look like they're already starting to grow some more tomatoes, even from when I just showed you them, and I didn't think that they were doing very well. They actually are doing extremely well. The main reason I want to show you everybody is because I moved them. It's only like a few feet further, like towards the edge of the garden, if that makes sense, because I needed to move the pumpkin plant mostly, so that way when the pumpkin fruit actually starts growing, they won't be growing onto like a really hard brick that gets really hot in the sunlight, so that way they can grow in a nice soft patch of flowers. I don't know what the plants are called that is next to the garden. Honestly, I have no idea. I just know that I really like them and they flower a lot in the spring, but right now it's just green. So I don't know if it's considered flowers, but anyway, yeah, that's why I moved everybody. So that way the pumpkins will be able to grow a little bit better, but everyone had to move because they're all surrounding maple tree to keep the little one standing until I get the little one a bigger container. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. That was a really long way of saying that. And besides that, I don't know yet because I can't take you out there until later on today. I'm sure I'll get up to something between now and then, but you never know. But right now, I just wanted to say good morning, and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I'll see you in a second. Well, I wasn't expecting to do that. Lloyd, my little Christmas tree, has been dropping leaves. As you can see, like there are some fresh, spaces here where he used to have branches, but he has been dropping them. He dropped like 4 of them within the past 2 weeks. So I've been trying to figure out what the heck to do. I was honestly planning on separating him because he is technically 4 plants, but he has such a small root system because so many of them were rotted. I saw that he would be able to fit in just one of these water bottles. They're big water bottles. I forget how many ounces they are, but I've been using them for other plants, so I've been saving them, and I happened to have 4 of them because I finished this one earlier. I was not expecting to need to repot Lloyd today. Where is his other container? Hang on, let me go find that. Make sure Lloyd doesn't fall over. It was just in the other room, but this is the container that he was in, and as you can see, there is a very large size difference. Yeah, he was getting way too much water, so I downsized his container quite a bit. Like, this one is way narrow and this one is super wide, so yeah, he can easily fit in this. So yeah, I kind of decided I would try downsizing him and see if this would help, because I have had him now for almost 6 years. This November, I believe, will be 6 years, and I was getting very concerned that he wasn't doing well, and he was starting to get a little tiny bit of root rot, but not too much, so I think I got it early enough and he should be okay. But this was completely not planned, but I wanted to show you because this is something that I have already done today, and now I just need to clean up the mess. It actually isn't that bad. I was actually able to keep most of the dirt on this little planting mat thingy and not make a mess, but I do need to clean this up still. And also, after these dry, I'm gonna put these in another container and then put him inside it to try and maybe show you what I mean after they dry. But I'm gonna try to put these marbles in a container, and hopefully that will keep him from tipping over, like if I set him inside a container with these in it, if that makes sense. Again, I'll show you what I'm gonna do later on, but they need to dry first. They were in the bottom of his container before, so yes, I did get every single one of these out one at a time from the soil because I did not want to throw any of them away with the old
old soil. This also goes in Lloyd, but yeah, I'm just letting those dry for a little bit because I wanted to wash them, and because they're not going to be in soil, they need to be dry before I put them in another container. And hopefully that will help him not tip over. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it's worth a try. Because this is probably going to take a little while, I will most likely see you outside in the garden next, but it might be this. I have no idea. I just really hope that Lloyd does well. I'm so worried about him. I do not know if this is going to be the container that I continue to use for this, but it actually works and he is standing. So yeah, that worked better than I thought, actually. So he's top heavy, I guess, leaning this way, so I balanced it by putting all the marbles in this container over here. Again, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to change the little weight container to something else, but that actually worked better than I thought that it would. I mean, like, I couldn't even explain what I was trying to do, but yeah, yay, he can stand up, and hopefully he'll like his new little container. He looks adorable in it, and the best part is he didn't have to lose his marbles. He's back home now, and he looks so cute. I'm so happy that that worked. Okay, I think all of the bees have left, but I moved my garden, as you can see. They were back here, but now they're way over here. It's seriously like 2 feet, but still, it makes a big difference. And this sriracha pepper is still standing up on its side, like it's still, what is that, parallel, I guess? Or is it horizontal? The way that's going this way, not up and down this way. It like that one's falling down like normal, that one isn't. It's so funny. I have been enjoying it way too much. But also we have so many sriracha peppers. Where is the bell pepper? There it is. The orange bell pepper is over here. But the main reason why I moved them is because of these guys. My pumpkin plant. Now they can take their little vine into the soft like flower, whatever this stuff is, instead of it going onto the brick like it would have before. Where's the pumpkin? There it is. There's the little pumpkin that's growing so far. It's doing good. And so is Maple Tree, and the tomatoes, and everybody out here, as you can see, are doing great. And we have lots of little flowers starting, so another batch of tomatoes is definitely on the way. Her leaves are just kind of gonna be in the frame, I think, today. This is Debbie, my bird of paradise, and these 2 leaves want to be seen today, apparently, so I'm gonna leave them. But I also wanted to mention, I forgot to earlier, I know very well that the container that I put Lloyd in is still probably way too tall for the amount of roots that he has. I mean, like, his roots kind of only go 2 inches up the bottom of the container, so they're very, very minimal. That's why I was able to fit 4 of the little trees in that one container. I would have been positive, like, I was expecting to see a lot more roots, so I definitely understood the problem there very easily, and hopefully this will help. But the point that I'm trying to get to is I know that the container is still way too tall, and I could have put him in a much smaller size container, but the reason why it's tall is because he has so much I think it's the trunk, I guess, of the tree, because it's not really a stem, but the, like, tree trunk, I guess, the main, the main part of him that all of his branches are attached to. Those are very, very tall and bare because I have had him for so long and I haven't really, I still don't, obviously, known how to take care of him, so he has lost a lot of leaves in the past, or branches in the past, and he's very tall and doesn't have any branches, so I figure, like, him being in a taller container, even though roots can't grow out of that, but yeah, I prefer how it looks, and I think that it makes him feel better having it that way, so that's why he's in a super tall container, even though I know he very well doesn't need to be, and because it's clear and all the water with the soil mix that I have, it's coconut and sand, it drains very quickly to the bottom of the container where his roots are, so the top, all of that like extra soil that is going all the way up the container will not be filled with water the entire time. It'll just be at the very bottom of his little container, so he's gonna be perfectly fine. I hope he won't be overwatered, and I'll be able to make sure that he doesn't get too much water this way too a little bit easier. So Yeah, I'm hoping that he'll be okay in the smaller container and that it's small enough for him, but it is tall for a reason. It's because his trunks don't have any branches on them. But so far, he's doing really good. I actually have him moved at the moment. He's in the middle of my bedroom floor because I wanted him to get some sunshine. Where he is, he doesn't really get that much, so I also think that maybe that was part of the problem. So I'm gonna put him back where he was tomorrow because I don't want him to get too much sun too soon, but I also want him to, get a little bit of sun on the day that he was moved because he's also very easily stressed. He does not like being moved at all. So even like just turning his container around, he doesn't like that. So today was a very stressful day for the little plants and I'm very nervous, but I hope that he does well and will be happier in this container. And I think maybe I'm finally starting to learn how to take care of him. He just needs not that much water because he really doesn't have any roots for the size of tree that he is. And not having any roots, it's so interesting to me. Unlike my bird of paradise, who the leaves are that you can see, she has so many roots, so much more than I was expecting. Like you saw the other day when I put her in her same container with fresh soil. She needs a bigger container. I just don't have one currently, but she has way more roots than I was expecting. Lloyd was the exact opposite. Oh, by the way, I don't think I've told you what he is, but he's a Norfolk pine. I got him because I wanted a live Christmas tree one year, and he is my Christmas tree every year. I put little decorations and ornaments and lights on him, and only for a couple days because, again, he does not like being decorated for too long. He gets stressed very easily, like I said, so he doesn't get it to be decorated for very long, but he is my Christmas tree. Also today, I washed out his container that he was in and put it on the floor back there. It's over by my shoes. I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but because it's empty, I might put my aloe plant in it because they're currently in a glass bowl, and I am very nervous about it because she is really, really high. She's on the tallest shelf of this plant rack, and it's very heavy, so I would rather her not be in a glass bowl, so I might try moving her. I just know that when I put her in that, she was very difficult to get out of the container that she was in before, so I don't know if it's going to be possible or if she's just going to be happier in that container. So I might not, but I do have a container for her if I do decide to do that in the future. If I decide to, it will be probably sooner rather than later. And also checked on the garden, as you saw. I really like how they're set up, and I'm so happy that they are doing well because you never know moving plants around, like I say a million times, if they're gonna like it or not. But yeah, they're actually very happy over there, so I'm very grateful that they're doing good still today, and spent quite a bit of time outside because the weather is really nice. It's like slightly chilly to me. I know it's not to most people, but it is to me today, and there's like zero humidity, so it kind of feels like fall outside. It's very interesting, but it is very nice, especially with the past few weeks. Even for me, that was a bit too hot. The temperature, it was a bit much. So I'm grateful that it's cooling down a bit for the plants this week. And again, they can get used to their new location with some cooler temperatures. And I have also gotten a lot of knitting done today too. So I'm also really, really amazed and happy about that. But the kind of exciting thing is I actually ran out of the purple ball of yarn that I got, not the one that I had. We're back using that one. So I have now used an entire ball of yarn of purple, and each one of those makes about 11 squares, and I need to make 20. So I'm kind of, sort of, a little bit more or I should say less worried about having too little because it lasted longer than I thought that it did. I thought I had already used all of that and I was already on the yarn that I previously had. The reason why I'm nervous about it is because I need 2 of each balls of yarn for the 20 squares. And the purple I already had and had used some of the yarn from that. So I'm a little bit low on it, I guess, or like I have less of it than the entire ball of yarn starts with, but I don't know how much less. So that's why I'm worried about not having enough. It's going to be very close. This yarn also feels much different, by the way, than the newer yarn that I was just using. This stuff is not quite as soft. It's still soft, but it's a bit more I'm terrible at describing things. This one feels more stiff, I guess would be the best way to describe it, where the other stuff felt more silky, if that makes sense. I have no idea, but I hope it does, and I am trying my best to describe the difference, but it's still like it mostly feels the same, but there is a slight difference, and it's very noticeable to me. And when I got started chatting, I think there were about 4 rows on here because I just started this square. That's gonna do for right now. So how many rows do we have currently? 11 rows. Dang it, we missed it by 1. At least yesterday was satisfying, but there are 11 rows today. And again, like I said, I got some knitting done and I am so happy about it. I got let's see here, there you go. I got 3 squares knit today. One of them is the rest of yesterday's, but I finished it today. And let's see here, this one is the one that we ran out of, and this is the end of the one ball of yarn and back to the stuff that I already had. This is where they are tied together, so it was the last row. And how many squares do we have here now? So we have 14 here. That means that we only need to make 5 more. We'll probably, I don't know, it's going to be very close. We have half more of this one to do, and then we'll have the 15 squares, and we'll only need 5 more after this one's done. But this is how much yarn we have left. It's going to be very close. I really hope that we have enough because it's going to be annoyingly close. But no matter what, we will see very soon if I need to get another ball of yarn or not. I really hope I don't, but it's okay if I do. It's just kind of annoying because I'm not going to need much of it. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for the video today, so I hope you enjoyed it, and way more importantly, I hope you have a good day today, no matter what you're doing. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day, and for me tomorrow, what am I getting up to? Oh, Dad and I need to get the yard work done. It didn't really grow that much considering we didn't do any yard work last week, but it has grown a good amount, so we do need to get that done. Besides that, I don't know what else I'll be doing. We will figure it out tomorrow. Again, just thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here, and I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye! I'll see you later!